What up, everyone on YouTube? This is Susanna Trent, aka M25, aka LoseJM, and I want to talk about something that's been nagging me for some time. See, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has become a big deal ever since 10 years ago with the first Iron Man movie. It expanded into a huge story arc with tons of characters such as Iron Man for one, Incredible Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man because well, Sony can't make the Spider-Man thing done right. Black Panther, pretty much almost every single Marvel superhero. All that's missing is bringing the X-Men and Fantastic Four in, which of course Fox does have Disney has the properties for Fox, along with all of the rest of its Marvel stuff. So, it's nice to note that they got that settled in. Though, of all the years of all the movies they released, the miniseries they got from ABC to Netflix, I'm a little concerned about this one particular movie that would be the end-all be-all. The Marvel's Infinity Wars. Now, for all I know, there are, of course, two parts of it, both of which would take place in between. Like, there'll be a bunch more Marvel movies in between the two, so having the two-parter is the strangest thing that I could think of, but that's a nag. This one, on the other hand, is what I believe to be the worst-case scenario for this series as a whole. Now, to be fair, this isn't spoilers. I don't know what the movie's going to be about. We have to wait until, like, the 26th of April, but by the time this thing's been posted. And this is my own personal thoughts on what's going to happen in the first part of Infinity Wars, so you guys better brace yourselves. In the end of the first part of Infinity Wars, every Marvel superhero will die. No, I know what you're thinking. I know you guys are gonna put some flames in the comment section below, but I need to give you a strong statement as to why I believe that this is going to be the movie where every character we grew up with perishes. It's something we like to call, tragedy syndrome. Because, let's face it, nothing says a movie as a tragedy, right? Sure, we've seen some deaths here and there, whether it be the bad guys due to inexplicable reasons, or on other occasions, certain characters that were part of the movie and just immediately perish in, like, the third one, like, say, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, there's questions as to why that happened. And I'm not gonna count Phil Coulson as another one who died, because he came back to life in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and apparently for some bizarre reasons. However, given that all the years of collecting all these characters, all the Marvel superheroes, like a bunch of Pokemon, you know that they will all die trying to stop the main bad guy in getting the Infinity Gauntlet and the stones. This is by far the movie where we get to see Mr. Doomsday himself. Well, he's not Doomsday, that's from UDC, but you know who I'm talking about. Thanos, yes, Thanos. And he's going to get all of the Infinity Stones from all the movies. You know, those little stones that have been teased from time to time again in every movie. You talk about the Tesseract, the teleporter, the scepter with the mind control, the time manipulation thing from Doctor Strange. You've got the Rage Stone, or whatever type of stone, red stone that is, from the Dark World. The Purple Stone from Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think that's all 5 of them. I think that's what I know. That's all 5 of them. Still, Still, it feels like this is going to be a movie where Thanos goes in, attacks all the Marvel superheroes, gets the stones, put them in the glove, and only bring up the ultimate genocide, stopping it on the planet and wiping everyone out. Not on the planet Earth, but the entire world. Again, the universe. Again, this isn't spoilers. This is what I think is going to happen. So, I know there will be a lot of people who will be complaining about that part. I mean, total genocide of the entire universe just so he can make love with Death herself. Yeah, that's one way to have a notice me senpai on your head. Still, if this is going to be the case, exactly what's going to happen at the second part of Infinity Wars? I mean, it's obvious they're going to have a few movies in between, but for what purpose? I mean, it's a probability that maybe not all the Marvel superheroes are gonna die. I'm still trying to figure this shit out, but if most, if not all these superheroes are gonna perish in the first part, is it possible that the second part is going to be them coming back to life? That is by far the most stupidest thing I could think of, because DC tried that with their own cinematic universe with Superman. They killed him immediately at Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice because reasons, and of course combining two movies together to make it into a big clusterfuck. But then bringing him back in Justice League, which I think was an okay movie, I still don't know. There's a huge question mark as to why they bring back Superman and only for them to kill him off too soon. I'm just a little frazzled about that part. Still, all of this is in the air for me, and it's not spoilers, but it is one thing I fear. To have the superheroes die in the first part, only to come back to life in the second part, and ultimately duke it out with Thanos one more time in one big epic fight. Just for what? And how is it going to end after the second part of Infinity Wars? Are they gonna just reboot the whole fucking series all over again? This time more recent with ethnicity with their superheroes? These are a billion fucking questions that are in my head, and I just don't know if what's going to be the end result. Still, is there a chance that this movie is going to be able to pull this off? I mean, I'm hoping that they don't kill off all the characters. I'm hoping that they don't go down that path. But if they do, I will be really upset. Now, as far as watching is concerned, should I really watch it? I don't really know. I mean, they say that this is the first part of Infinity Wars. And the second part is not going to come out in, like, what? A year? 2 years, to be more precise? Should I really watch the first part if they're gonna leave it with a cliffhanger and just leave like 2 or 3 more Marvel movies or 4 until the second part? It's a bit of a mess up. I mean, hell, they were planning to do a 2-part for Justice League, but due to some terrible significances and cutting back corners, they just stick with just one big part, which is only one full movie. I mean, I wasn't upset about that part. At least it had some closure. I'm still bugged out about Superman coming back to life, but yeah, I feel like that my best option is just either wait until the second movie comes out and then I watch the first part, so I can get and understand what's going to happen in the second part. This is just me. I don't really like to waste my time over such thing. Like, say, watch the first part on DVD or Netflix or whatnot. Regardless, I'm just hoping that what they do in Infinity Wars isn't going to be what I said, which is all non-spoiler. Because if they do, I'm going to be scared of what's going to happen for the second part. So anyways, that was my own personal thoughts on this Infinity Wars and what the future's going to be for this movie. Just hope you guys enjoy my little rant slash questionable nagging. If you have your own thoughts on what's going to happen in this first part of Infinity Wars, you can leave a comment down below and leave me a like. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you next time. Let's just hope that the first part of Infinity Wars doesn't go into this dark, cruel path, because by the looks of the trailers, I feel it's going to be that way. Hashtag, where are the good cartoons?